Welcome back to episode 7 of Long Lost Tech. Today's episode, my Tandy Radio Shack TRS-80 Model 100 portable computer, if my camera would autofocus. Focus. Don't think it's gonna, there we go, almost had it. Anyways, give you a little backstory on where I got this thing. So, in February of this year, my uncle, who works for the telephone company, north of where I live, a ways, like 80 miles north of where I live, he took me around hunting, or just looking for old tech in general. He'd just gotten into that, I got into old tech a while ago, but I was just getting really big on old tech, and yeah, so we were hunting around in all of the little offices in the tiny little towns, you know, sub 1,000 people towns that the company he works for has offices in, looking for old tech, because lots of these little offices don't bother clearing out a whole lot of their old tech, although the company recently started getting rid of a lot of their old tech. So anyways, this was the same trip we found the Toshiba satellite down here on, that's in kind of broken shape. But anyways, we found this thing in a little town, upstairs in a bag, and he works for the company. No one cares if you're gonna take a laptop from, well, in the satellite's case, 21-year-old laptop, because no one uses it. Or this, because this is from 1983, and no one uses it. There's no use for it. But anyways, we got it. I'm gonna cover up my camera right now because I can. Make sure none of the papers in here have any words you can read. It's something I drew a couple years ago. Okay, I think we're good. So, I found it in its original blue bag, which is old, with the original cables and everything, and I got the manual. That was in the bag too. There's the manual. Pretty thick. I'd say it's just about an inch thick. Shows the TRS-80 on there. See what the copyright on the manual is. Copyright 1983. So I was right. Move the manual. Don't want to knock over that pop cam that needs taken downstairs. Okay, now we're back to the machine. I'm gonna clean my room when I'm done. Oh well. So, we got this thing and all of its accessories, including the power brick. Let's go over it. Start up here. Full keyboard, mechanical key switches. I'll let you hear them. We have a locking caps lock key, locking numlock key. So that's pretty cool. Up here we have function keys up to F8, which do various tasks throughout the operating system. We have shortcuts for basic commands, pause, label, print, because you could hook a printer up to it, pause and break, arrow keys, left, right, up, down, kind of in a weird configuration. Up here we have the 40-column display, non-backlit LCD, which is very glary, as you can see. A label, and a low battery indicator with a little LED. So, let's get started on ports here. Down here, you can't really see it, but this is the on-off switch. This is the volume slider. Or nope, just contrast for the screen. Yeah. DC. Oh, I fell over. DC 6-volt in jack. Around back, we've got a reset button, and RS-232C serial with a big chunky connector, printer port, phone port for using a phone, and a cassette deck port, which I do not own. Over here, there's usually a little cap on here that says BCR. This is for a barcode reader. It is not a serial port, don't try. It's for a barcode reader that you could have used typically in industrial environments to scan part numbers. These are some modem settings, the purpose of which I have no clue, because I don't know. I'm going to cover that up, so that has information on where this thing is from. I suppose I can cover that up. You can see the old number tag on there, but blah, 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 blah. Down here you've got the memory power, which you can't see, unfortunately. Turning that off will clear all data in the computer system, other than the operating system and all that stuff. And here, what's this? This thing can run on 4 AA's and last a long time. Here we have like a place for extra ROM socket or something, like more ROM, or RAM maybe. Because I think this thing has 4K RAM. Oh, I'm not sure. Unfortunately, we can't turn it on. 'Cause I can't find the power adapter. Though, I can go over the specs. The operating system, it runs something or other. It has Microsoft Basic. Yeah, Microsoft Basic in it. Just like what the C64 used. Same people who make Windows these days. What else is an Intel processor? It's something like 2 megahertz, maybe 1. Pretty slow, which is okay. As I think you can get it with anywhere from 4 to 16K of RAM. So, not a whole lot. It has a built-in 300 baud modem, which was part of the appeal for... Oops, okay. Actually, hold on here, let me think. What do we call that? Reporters, news reporters for TV stations. Because it has a built-in 300 baud modem and a Word, like a notepad type application, and you just plug it in to the phone line and dial out, and so you can send your data back to your main computer. This is part 1 of this video. We will have part 2 when I find the power brick. Might have been beat this today, but I don't know. Never know, never know. So, anyways, that about wraps up this video. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 2 of episode 7. And, yeah. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing. Move the TRS-80. Oh god, that fell. Well, hold on, folks. My camera fell. Oh my god. This is why I shouldn't use my tablet as a... Oh, there goes the network adapter. This is why I don't use my tablet as a camera. It's a bad idea. This video was sponsored by Sandhill Service. I remember to bring the sign upstairs this time. Sponsored by Sandhill Service in Burwell, Nebraska. They do RV stuff, as you can see on the sign. You can also rent a camper from them. There's their phone number. It's 888-491-0849. Yeah. You can visit them online at www.sandhillservice.com. So, yeah, that wraps this video up. Stay tuned for part 2, and thanks for watching.